Ashtavakra Samhitā, Chapter 2, Joy of Self-Realization. Janaka said, "Oh, I am spotless, tranquil, pure consciousness, and beyond nature. All this time I have been merely duped by illusion. Having attained spiritual illumination through the instruction of Ashtavakra, Janaka now expresses the joy of self-realization in the following verses. As I alone reveal this body, even so do I reveal this universe. Therefore, mine is all this universe, or verily nothing is mine. The body and the universe, being material, cannot be revealed without the light of the self, because the self illumines the universe and is also its substratum. Because from the absolute standpoint, the universe is non-existent. Oh, having renounced the universe together with the body, I now perceive the Supreme Self through the secret of wisdom. As waves, foam, and bubbles are not different from water, so the universe emanating from the Self is not different from it. The Atman is the only substance of the universe, just as clay is the only substance of a pot. The pot is nothing but clay with name and form superimposed upon it. So is this universe, nothing but the Self with name and form superimposed on it. Just as waves, foam, and bubbles are nothing but the sea and are no different from it, so the universe is nothing but the Self and is known different from it. As cloth, when analyzed, is found to be nothing but thread, so this universe, when analyzed, is nothing but Self. A piece of cloth is really nothing but thread, yet we falsely think it to be something separate and different from the thread. Similarly, the universe is nothing but the Self, yet we look upon it as separate from the Self. This is an illusion. With a little reasoning, we find out our mistake regarding cloth. We have similarly to get rid of our illusion regarding the universe. Just as sugar generated in sugarcane juice is wholly pervaded by that juice, so the universe produced in me is permeated by me through and through. Me, the Self, I, and me, used in this way, always mean the Self. The world appears from the ignorance of the Self and disappears with the knowledge of the Self, just as the snake appears from the non-cognition of the rope and disappears with its recognition. An illusion persists only so long as we do not recognize the object on which the illusion has been superimposed. The example of the snake and the rope is pertinent in this connection. When we know the rope, the snake knowledge vanishes. Similarly, the world does not really exist, yet through ignorance it appears to exist, and it disappears with the knowledge of the Self on which the illusion of the world is superimposed. Light is my very nature. I am no other than light. When the universe manifests itself, verily then it is I that shine. The nature of the self is effulgence itself. Whatever is manifested is nothing but the self. The manifestation of the world really implies the manifestation of the self. Oh, the universe appears in me, conceived through ignorance, just as silver appears in the mother of pearl, a snake in the rope, and water in the sunbeam. All of these are classical examples of adhyasa, superimposition through ignorance. Water refers to a mirage here. Just as a jug dissolves into clay, a wave into water, or a bracelet into gold, so the universe which has emanated from me will dissolve into me. The Atman is the substance of the universe which comes into being through the superimposition of name and form on the Atman. With the dawn of the knowledge of the Atman, name and form vanish and only the Atman remains, just as a wave is seen to be water when its name and form vanish. Wonderful am I, adoration to myself, who know no decay and survive even the destruction of the world, from Brahma down to a clump of grass. Wonderful am I, adoration to myself who, though with a body, am one, who neither goes anywhere nor comes from anywhere, but abides pervading the universe. The self is really one, though abiding in different bodies and undergoing joys and sorrows. It appears as many, just as the sun reflected in different waves of sea appears as many, but really is one. Wonderful am I, adoration to myself. There is none so capable as I, who am bearing the universe for all eternity without touching it with the body. Wonderful am I, adoration to myself, who have nothing or all that is thought and spoken of. Because the self is the substratum and the reality, and the phenomenal universe as perceptible to the senses is a mere illusion. Even from the empirical point of view, I, the self, am master of all that exists, of all that is thought or spoken of. Knowledge, knower, and the knowable, these three do not exist in reality. I am that stainless self in which this triad appears through ignorance. Oh, the root of misery is duality. There is no other remedy for it except the realization that all objects of experience are unreal and that I am pure, one, consciousness and bliss. I am pure consciousness. Through ignorance I have imposed limitations upon myself. Constantly reflecting in this way, I am abiding in the Absolute. I have neither bondage nor freedom. Having lost its support, the illusion has ceased. the universe, though it exists in me, does not in reality so exist. We think of ourselves as bound and therefore seek liberation. This is only an illusion which has its basis in ignorance of our true nature. When by constantly reflecting on the pure nature of the self, this ignorance is destroyed, the illusion loses its support and vanishes. When from the relative standpoint, the universe is considered to exist, it has its basis on the self itself. But from the absolute standpoint, there is no universe. The self alone is. I have known for certain that the body and the universe are nothing, and that the self is pure consciousness alone. So on what is it now possible to base imagination? Body, heaven and hell, bondage and freedom, as also fear, all these are mere imaginations. What have I to do with all these? I, whose nature is pure consciousness. So long as through ignorance we consider the body, heaven, hell, etc. to be real, we are impelled to act in relation to them. But the nature of the self is pure consciousness, and the ideas of heaven, hell, etc. are mere imagination. Therefore, these have no reality to one who has attained self-knowledge, and he has nothing to do with them. Oh, I do not find any duality. Even the multitude of human beings, therefore, has become like a wilderness. To what should I attach myself? I am not this body, nor have I a body. I am not Jiva. I am pure consciousness. This indeed was my bondage that I had thirsted for all my life. Oh, in me, the limitless ocean, on the rising of the wind of the mind, diverse waves of worlds are produced forthwith. In reality, there is nothing but the self. It is only name and form superimposed on the self that give the appearance of reality to the world. But when this appearance vanishes, with the dawn of knowledge, only one reality, the self, remains. Just as when the wind subsides, the waves also subside. Their name and form vanish, and it is seen that they were nothing but water. With the calming of the wind of the mind, in the infinite ocean of myself, the arc of the universe, unfortunately for the Jiva, the trader, meets destruction. Jeev is a trader. His actions are his commerce, and good and bad fruits are his profits and losses. The world is his merchantman in which he carries on his trade. The universe and the Jeev manifest themselves with the manifestation of the mind. With the destruction of the latter, the former are also destroyed. How wonderful! In me, the shoreless ocean, the waves of individual selves, according to their nature, rise, strike each other, play for a time, and disappear.